Welcome back to Drip Delvers, episode 37. That's 20 more than 17 for those of you keeping score at home.
Very nice.
Today's banter, I would like to give you guys all inspirations. I'd like to do inspirations for the banter.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take it.
And I want to give a spiritual inspiration to Shan for the artwork.
Oh, yeah.
That she provided. And then I'm going to give a spiritual inspiration to all of you who indulged an episode entirely dedicated to a fake rave. So I hope you enjoyed it. For those of you who are like, when are we getting back to the action? It's not today.
This is the action. This is the quality content. Yeah, everyone signs up for.
If it's too rave, you're too old. All right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm too old. I'm too old.
I figured it'd be fun to do inspirations for everybody, because you guys did do a really good job with the rave, and I appreciated it. So, John, let's start.
I'm going to say this for Josh really quickly. He'll be mad if I don't. If he ever listens to this, it's inspirations.
Hey, yeah.
I'll give it a 48 out of 55.
I hate it, but it's for Josh.
All right, John.
Roll A.
Let's see if you can remember how this works.
A D6.
Don't tell him
20?
God, you guys suck so bad at this.
I was guessing.
It's a D6.
D6, okay. All right. Okay, rolled a 6.
All right, that is a personal for you, that ass.
For that ass.
What now? It wasn't even. It was like yeah ass. Personal ass.
That was
What are you drinking
That
at?
was very Louisiana right there.
Very yacht.
That was
Very yacht.
Wow.
personal for that ass. You know, but
But it wasn't even that. It was yeah
Yes.
ass.
Yeah.
But that ass.
I don't even think he pronounced the S. There's just that.
Where you at?
Yeah.
Right. It felt like that.
You've been in New Orleans too long if you're speaking yacht, you know?
Yeah,
Well, it's like
totally.
somebody saying who dat, but who yet? You know, it's like,
There are people here called Yats, and it's like a particular dialect. It's usually women that, like from Chalmette or whatever. They have this like particular dialect.
It's kind of sounds Brooklyn, you know? It's just like,
I think they prefer to be called Chalmatians.
Yeah, that's what a friend of mine calls it, Salmation. Yeah, I didn't know what he was talking about. I didn't know it was Chalmette. I didn't even know about the town or city. And it's like, oh, my aunt, she's a Chalmatian. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I've never heard that expression, but I mean, I know of Chalmette.
I got that from Randy Noto, my favorite Chalmatian, who was my kitchen manager for years, and he is incredibly Chalmette.
Yeah. All right, John, I need you to roll another D6 for this personal.
All right. 2.
All right. This is from Shan.
Hey, Shan.
Subhana, I'm going to be honest with you, honey. Your luck of the draw has been pretty abysmal. You've been terrific at stepping up to the plate for social encounters, but every fight you find yourself entangled with, for the most part, luck has just not been on your side. So here, take this Shanspiration from your pal across the stars, and I hope it brings you a little of that luck you need. Keep weaving that time magic, girl. You got this.
Oh, thanks, Shug.
That's right.
That is the only response.
Inspired.
That's the only response. Thanks, Shug.
Thanks, Shug. Okay, wonderful. Zach, let me get a D6.
All right, I got you. Clickety clack. 6. Nice.
All right, that's a personal for you, buddy.
Right.
You
what
can roll
Shan
me a
got for me.
D8. Yeah, I mean,
we gotta get through all the ones that she submitted.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shan, for submitting so many.
Yeah.
We just have to get through them, you know? That's a 3, sir.
Of course, it's a fucking 3. It's an Alex.
Oh, let's go. Let's
Here we
go.
I'm going to do my best on this one.
Okay.
Hey, man, I'm sorry. I already fucked it up.
Yes, you did.
Hey, man, G. Good job at the Lavin Lur flirt. I'm a big fan. I love the way you live and loot fruit. Some people might not. Some people might not know what I'm talking about. Well, too bad, Droovers. Get out of here with that shit. It's all about the lug and left freak. Live or die in Lion Life 5. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
He's
Thank
just
you,
speaking
Alex.
Dalmatian. That's all it is.
Thank you. See, a fantastic example of the Chalmette. No, actually, I don't know.
I don't know if that's quite
I don't think it is.
No, it is. It is.
You gotta
Adam's not a good enough interpreter. Is all it is. But it's intended to be 100% Chalmatian.
You think Alex from
Yes.
Canada knows what the Chalmatian
Alex.
dialect is supposed to be written
Look,
as?
if there is, if somebody Canadian would know that random thing, it would be Alex. You know?
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Thank
You're
you,
not wrong.
Alex, for the kind and eloquent words. Thank you.
Yeah. Classy. All right, Dustin, you're up. Give me a D6, bud.
All right, D6 coming up.
Come on, let's get all personals. Never
A
mind.
tree. 3.
That's
no
not
personal.
a personal. No personal. Go ahead and roll me a D20.
I'm gonna do a physical die. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, a natural 20. Well, I need you to re-roll because I only got 19.
Oh, waste.
I want you to put that in your pocket. That you get to use that on one roll later.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roll this D20 again. I'm just gonna put it right here. It's warmed up, you know. All right, gonna go with this one. 14.
14. All right, this is a Cosma inspiration.
Oh, okay.
What is up, Cosmo?
Nice.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Did you know octopuses, or octopi, organize hunting expeditions where they work together with multiple species of fish? The octopus manages the group and will smack any fish who aren't pulling their weight. The researchers called this a partner control mechanism. May this knowledge inspire you to manage your dice well and employ dice control mechanisms as needed.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll be smacking people if they get out of place. That's what I got
I
from
like
that.
that one.
Yeah.
Your boy
The
Cosmo,
science teacher in me is a big fan.
He knows a bunch of shit about cephalopods, right? I mean, I believe that's an
seems
area
that
of
way.
interest, an area of
Seems that
expertise.
way.
Thank you for the knowledge. Although Cosmo, when you listen to this, I want to know: is it octopi or octopuses? Are they both equally acceptable, or is one more scholarly and one is more colloquial? You know what I mean? Like how
He wrote octopuses.
And what about octopods? Is that-
he wrote octopuses. You put octopi. You editorialized.
I could be very wrong. Yes.
Oh, then
In the-
I'm trusting. I feel like Cosmo
yeah.
knows, dude. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Octopus actually comes originally from Greek, where its original plural was octopodes. In English, it instead has the regular plural form octopuses.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
All right. I sit corrected.
Yeah, you are corrected.
Heath, let me get a D6, buddy.
Okie doke. 1, baby.
Right.
So he says, I'm just kidding. Let me get a D8, man.
I mean, literally a third of the options are,
I know.
are personal. A D8, you said?
Yeah.
Okie doke. 8.
Okay, we have another Cosmospiration.
Nice.
Yo.
Hit me with that
Cephalopod.
sweet cephalopod knowledge.
No
Squid
cephalopod
facts,
knowledge here.
man.
Squid facts.
Squish, 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 squid facts.
This has nothing to do with the ocean. Here we go. Heath, you're doing a fantastic job. As a reward, take this inspiration along with some delicious melted chocolate that is definitely not poop.
I don't know if I trust that.
Like,
Whenever
had
you
you
put
not
that qualifier
had you
in?
not clarified, I would have believed you.
Right.
You know?
It would just been melted chocolate.
Well, it's like those vision boards or whatever the hell
All
your
right,
teachers
cool.
do.
Adding one poop-spiration.
Yeah.
We're good to go. Thank you, Cosmo. I kind of would have preferred cephalopods, but
It can't be all cephalopods. You know what I mean? Like,
not with that attitude.
those of you listening, I mean, Shan, you're included in this, but you are also exempt from this request. get some more inspirations in, particularly some personals. We're not like at the bottom of the barrel yet, but it's nice to be prepared. I'd like to see some from some new faces, some new names. If you've been sitting there wondering, I don't know, I just can't think of anything to do. It doesn't have to be a novel.
Write it.
Yeah, or you could do that. Or it doesn't have to be a novel like Alex,
But those are welcome.
They are. It's whatever you want it to be. You can have us shout out, your friend over in, I don't know, France if you want. You can have us.
The options are so wide open. You could make us quote your favorite movie lines. Like there's all kinds of stuff you could do.
Shout out my boy Jacques.
Zavippa?
I mean, I'm familiar,
But yeah, thank you guys all who have submitted them already. It's really a fun thing for us. I hope it's a fun thing for you, so get them in there. This concludes the banter portion of this episode.
Perfect transition there, man. Flawless.
All right, John, sing us out.
This is a song that never ends.
Okay, stop.
There we go. That's the whole episode.
You picked
Thank
the
you.
literal worst song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you could have done anything. You chose
It's
that.
like music is subjective, but that song is
carrying the
the
tune
worst
right there.
song. Stop it.
I will turn this podcast around.
But I wanted to go to Disney.
Y'all better act right.
Heath, shut up.
Come
You'll
back,
get us in
come
trouble,
back
man.
there for that ass. You know what I mean?
I'm not singing that atrocious song.
Take those inspirations back.
All right. So, you all wake up with killer hangovers.
No, we don't, because
you
we're in
promised.
freaking
water.
Elysium.
You're right.
You wouldn't
I was
even
just
let alcohol get us drunk.
I was just seeing if you guys were paying attention, and you were. I'm proud of you.
Jeez. And plus, we dined in Waffle
Yeah,
House.
you put the base
in
down,
Sinister, all right?
yeah,
that soaked up all that alcohol.
You gotta put the bass down.
And I biotic invigoration to everybody in my dance too, so they
Right.
got
Go.
healed.
Look at that. Look at
It's
that.
all good. When you wake up, the hotel porter.
I'm gonna grab a brush and put on a little makeup.
Yeah, okay, you do that. Porter knocks on your suite's door.
Hello. Who's there?
Yeah. Right. Hello. I have a package for you.
All right.
I just got flashbacks, man. I just got
Yeah, to the
flashbacks.
boss.
Same. Immediately.
Sense motive.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yes, it's a small little package. Yes.
Ryle crack the door and see, like, what am I looking at?
You're looking at a gnome with green hair and a yellow mustache.
Are you a relative of Gil's?
No, we're not all related, see?
Okay, good. I didn't know if that bit was going to continue or not.
No, I think we're pushing it as it is.
Is that you, Samuel?
No, it's not.
Samuel Stinklepop.
Yeah. Stinkle Pops.
Oh, excuse me. No, but this is for you. It was delivered by, I believe, a Lahana and Zuli.
Yes, all right. Yeah, well, thank you. And she opens the door. And how big is the package that we're being handed?
It's about yay big.
About
for
yay
our
on
listeners
an
at
audio
home. It's-
medium, yeah.
right.
Yeah. Half a foot
Say-
by half a foot.
a square foot. Yeah.
Yeah. Got 1.2 yays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and so Ryan opens the door, kind of takes the package, she's like, oh, thank you, and taps a little thing. I'll zip him like a couple of credits.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye then.
All right, have a good day.
Every day in Sinishore is good.
I like your stay.
That's right. He's excited to be at work. He's stoked on it.
Yeah, that's
I
his
was
dream show.
born to be a hotel porter.
Right? Like, that's what I'm saying, man.
This is my favorite job.
Every job's
dreamed
somebody's
of this.
favorite job, you know.
Turned down a promotion just to stay a porter.
Right.
You know?
I was once a very successful musician with all sorts of adulation, but it wasn't for me. I thought that I should... okay.
Good talk, yeah. I gave you money, you leave now.
That's right.
She, like, closes the door and turns around and is like, all right, gang, we've got a package. And brings it to the, like, I guess, common area, living room, whatever, so everybody can see.
Yeah, Sam glides in. What package you say?
Yeah.
From
so
who?
you
A package?
I wonder what it could be. Let's not stay in suspense. Let's open this bad boy
All
up.
right, and she, like,
please.
morphs a dragon claw to, like, not have to get a box cutter, you know?
Just slick.
Yep.
Yep.
You open it up and you see a small little box. It looks like a puzzle box. It's covered in circuits and electronic locks and gears and other mechanisms. And there's also a little note in it. You pull out the note and there's like little hearts drawn all over it. And you unfold the note and it says, "Thank you for everything you've done to bring us together. No more single mingle for us. Love, Zuli and Lahana." They're moving really fast.
Yeah, right.
Well, you know how it goes, man.
It's like a Hallmark card style thing, and it's got a signature and just a hoof print, you know?
And it's signed like Zahana, you know?
Oh, God. Yeah. Zuhana, yeah. I like it.
All right, they'll be broken up in 3 weeks.
What you have received is an engineer's puzzle box.
Okay.
So the mechanisms shift and rearrange automatically, allowing for a multitude of combinations to keep the box from opening. Once unlocked, the box resets itself and reorders the mechanism, starting the process over. Using an engineer's puzzle box to improve your skills requires 1 hour and a DC 25 engineering check. Ooh. If you succeed at the check, you reduce the time required to disable devices using an engineering skill by 2 rounds. The bonus lasts for 24 hours.
Oh, wow. Cool.
You can benefit.
It's a present for Gil.
You can
Oh,
benefit.
don't mind if I do.
You can benefit from only one engineer's puzzle box at a time. Yeah.
This is perfect for me.
Start the day every day.
Exactly.
yeah.
In my old age, I'm getting a little rusty, and this'll snap back my mind
Sharpen my
so
mind.
quick.
That's actually a dope little item.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
Engineer's
very
puzzle
cool.
box. Cool.
All right. So today you have a list of things to go find and take pictures of. Now you have one of them already done, the Capricious Angel. Check off. So that leaves you 4 things. Now we can do some recall knowledge checks, all those types of things to kind of figure out where you might find these things, what they are, you know.
Okay.
And then when you get there, you'll have some other skill checks that you might have to roll to actually get the picture taken. So what it says for our listeners is Azata, Dreamer's Joy, Monarch Butterfly, Giant specifically, Capricious Angel, and Sinosoma. Now, which one would you guys like to start with?
So, before we all jump in, Azadas, I already know a little bit about, just vaguely, but being a planar researcher, like, I wanted Raya to check that one out.
Okay.
Just because I don't get that many opportunities to actually make it seem like Raya knows anything about the planes.
Okay, well, roll your, what is that, like a physical science? What is the one that gives you the bonus?
Mysticism.
Okay, so go ahead and roll mysticism.
Okay. I shit you not, it's a natural 20 for a 31.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Heck of a start.
Yes, so you would know from your research that Tritidare azatas are violet-skinned humanoids with childlike features, antennae, and glowing purple butterfly wings. Given this unique appearance, they will probably stand out from the crowd. You also have recalled that you have seen something of that description kind of flitting about between the Somnum Spire to other locations in the city, as if they were messengers. So you might be able to find one in transit delivering messages.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you may have noticed one before. They're kind of like butterfly winged cherubs, so to speak.
Okay.
I think I might actually even have a picture of
What?
Okay.
them. Let's see.
They're
if
like
I
the
do.
messengers, like kind of originating from the spire, like carrying dreams or something.
Carrier pigeons.
I mean, let's not. They're
That's
you
too
know.
reductive. They're like
Yeah.
they're like sentient creatures.
Well, they're more
Yes.
like
Yeah.
angels. Yeah.
Oh.
Here's a picture. I'm about to put it in our Discord. I am spoiling y'all with pictures tonight, aren't I?
Yeah, for real. I mean, I dig it.
Oh,
Tight.
cool. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Neato. Yeah, very purple. Big, incredibly Desna wings. I was surprised by the sort of cool roguish armor that it's wearing.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I
Got
like
the
that.
got the Thanos chin wrinkles.
Really?
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Thanos
that's-
chin wrinkles.
I mean,
But
they're
then, like,
purple as
Lashunta-
well. Yeah.
Lashunta antennae, you know?
Yeah.
I like that.
All right. So that's a little information there
They
on
seem
the
very.
Azadas.
I know they're probably more attached to Elysium, being that that's where they are, but they feel very fey, you know?
Yeah. And you can
Yeah.
kind of see like stars within the purple wings.
They are outsiders. Yeah.
Are they of the Fey realm?
They're not,
Okay.
but they, they do look very fey.
Yeah.
I will put this information in your notes here.
Thank you.
They're native to Elysium.
Okay.
All right, let's see. So, what would you guys like to do next?
Okay.
So we're just
You're just kind
gathering
of researching.
information. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they all sound cool, but like the one that I'm like, I have no idea what this means is Sinosoma.
Yeah.
Well, let's
So
do that one.
That one sticks out to me.
Yeah.
All right, one
Yeah.
moment.
I don't even know what Dreamer's Joy would be. That's like is it an actual thing called Dreamer's Joy, or is it a concept? You know, we have to
roll for this shit.
capture the joy of a dreamer.
No, well, it made me think it was like a statue, right, or a piece of art, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna look at the Sinosoma then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
That ass.
That will. Again, you can roll mysticism or life science for these.
I'll do a mysticism if somebody else wants
I'll do a
to.
life
Yeah, I'll do
science.
mysticism.
I can do.
Actually, yeah, I'll do a real
I
roll.
think mysticism is a lot higher.
I'm glad I did so well on the Azada because I rolled a natural 1. I mean, literally
Nice.
a
I
20
rolled-
and a 1.
I rolled a 19 for a 29.
Beautiful.
Ooh, nice. I
Don't
got a
worry about
23 for life
Don't worry.
science.
All right. So yeah, certainly with that 29, that's the juiciest there. Cinosomas. They're very elusive, moth-winged humanoids surrounded by clouds of shimmering dust, and can only be found deep in the twilight glades several miles outside of the Sinishur proper. So yeah, you'll have to go on a little bit of a hike to find these
This
guys.
is the Pokemon Snap we were talking about. You know,
Yep.
this is one where you've got to like play your Poke Flute and throw a Pokeball at the perfect spot or hit the dust ball and make it pop out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I love Pokemon Snap.
Me too. I played that game so much.
I believe I have a picture. I might have a picture of this too. If you give me just a second, I will try to.
I got your picture hanging on the wall.
Okay, Michael McDonald.
That's Mike McDonald, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you. I much appreciated.
Okay, so I can only find a picture of the Pathfinder version. So imagine this, but a little bit more
High tech.
high tech or spacey.
Ooh,
Okay.
you know who that looks like? Mu Yan Ling, baby.
Oh, that's just a person.
Who? Mu Yan Ling from Magic. She's a planeswalker.
She's definitely
Is that a
got the
Jess
star
guy
knife. She got the
thing?
star knife.
Yeah, she's like she's blue centered, but or what's the other
Yan
one?
Ling.
Yeah, there's a Jeskai one that
Okay.
lost the planeswalker spark, but
Ah,
she's in the
nice.
recent set. Yeah.
Different hair
Anyways.
colors. Yeah.
So what's now, the Dreamer's Joy or the giant monarch butterfly?
The Dreamer's Joy, because we're curious what that is.
Yeah.
All right. Roll your knowledge checks. Again, mysticism, physical science, or life science.
Y'all check this out. This is me laying in the Discord.
I'm sorry, survival.
Wait.
Oh.
Survival instead of physical
Well,
science?
I actually
or-
rolled
Yes.
pretty good on the mysticism. That's 21. It's good for
Okay.
me.
Okay.
That's pretty
I rolled
good.
a 23, life science.
Okay.
Mysticism? Here goes. That's pretty good. That's a 26.
All right, I was letting y'all get them out the way because I don't know what's happening now. It started off hot with a natural 20, 2 natural ones in a row.
Oof.
Ouch.
All right. Dreamer's Joy are rare purple flowers that blossom alongside the pools of Sinishore in places where a petitioner or chosen dreamer has rested.
It's a flower, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then the final one's
Yeah,
yep.
big-
So
big
survival
butterfly.
or life science on this one.
Which
No
one?
mysticism.
I'll try a survival.
Life science. Oh. Okay.
Ooh, I'm pretty good at
Try
survival.
27 on the life science.
I'm gonna roll a physical die. I got that one that rolled a 20. Let's see if he rolled 2 20s in a row. Let's go.
22
never mind.
on my survival.
Okay. All right.
That's a 9 for me for survival.
Okay, I'm glad I
Yeah.
waited for that. With the 26 and the 22, and everything in between, you know that giant monarch butterflies like to glide and cavort above glades and fields of Desna's realm. And you know that there's about a 20-minute hike to reach such a field outside of Sinishore. So you got some places to go.
Okay.
I'm really. It's sounding like we're gonna get a nice going out. Thinking New Orleans, like a day in City Park. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
I have updated your... Here, I'll show you again. So you guys can kind of use this for some reference.
Nice. That's awesome. Thank you.
So
we
where
go-
first? Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
before we go, so basically, I want to go ahead and get my my paradox rolls out of the way, which
great.
I've already rolled, which is a 3, a 12, and a 13. I've already recorded them down. I did want to go ahead and just do a little description of it. How I would imagine that she would do it is that so she while everybody's kind of talking or researching this shit, it would be she'd be studying her heartbeat and quieting her mind, and she would be probably just almost in a trance, watching everybody move, and all of a sudden kind of slow down to a point to where it's just you can see the clock off into the background or whatnot. We're just going to throw one in there, and you see the second hand just ticking to where it's just 3 that clicks down and almost to 12, and then it just kind of stops, and then that's when she knows, and then that's how she's managed to capture moments, pockets of time for later potential.
Nice.
Yeah, and so that's going to be her paradox.
Tight.
Sweet. Okay. Dustin, Gil was about to launch the expedition, I believe.
Considering, 2 out of the 4 involves going out of Sinishore, and it seems as though the Azata we might be able to find near the Somnian Spire. I have a little bit of interest in the Somnian Spire, so it'll be 2 birds, 1 stone? Butterflies? No. Birds. So why don't we just take a stroll to the spire?
A field trip.
A little field.
A
Well,
little science expedition, really.
yes. As you know, I've been studying sleep in my that's my chosen field right now, at least. And the Somnian Spire's the central hub where dreams are created and sent out. And I thought, I'll probably won't get this opportunity. So, what you say?
Very well.
I'm game.
Yeah, it sounds fascinating to me.
Lead
All
the way.
right. Let's grab some sunny delight.
I mean,
and-
it's not gonna like
Sunny D.
Sunny D. Yeah, let's get some Gatorades and electrolytes. Well, like, and Raya, initially was like, yeah, that sounds cool, and then thinks about it for a second. It's like, well, Gil, let me ask you, because I don't know much about the Spire or whatever. It's not gonna like mess with our heads or anything, or like force waking dreams on us or anything just by proximity. Anything like that?
Maybe? I don't really know. But if I feel any vibes, I will let you know.
I mean, everything here for the most part seems quite pleasant, so I'm not super concerned, but, dreams can get intense.
I guess we'll see and find out. I don't really know, but I can't imagine that it'd be dangerous in the Spire.
Right.
But
okay. Just curious.
This will probably be an excursion that we certainly don't have a clue on, but like anything can happen. I mean, this is an entirely different plane.
All right. Well, I guess let's get packed up.
all right. Arm in
I have
arm.
the camera.
Yeah. You've gotten pretty good with that one, haven't you, Sayun? I've seen some of the pictures you took.
I need more practice.
You're gonna fool around and end up adding profession photography to your skills there before long.
You really know how to use negative spaces there, and you know how to the angles really to your advantage. Really
Please,
surprised.
you're embarrassing me.
No, I mean,
You got the lighting perfect in a dark room like that. That was looking great. I'm just saying.
in all seriousness, you made quite a bit of tips just at the party. I mean, there's just something to fall back on.
In case this whole saving the world thing
Right.
doesn't work out,
It's never bad.
I'll just fall back on.
It's never bad to have an additional skill set in case you get
Yeah.
in a bind and need a job.
All right, well, let's
I
move.
think you should embrace that hobby. I'm just saying.
Follow your inspirations.
All right, he's uncomfortable enough. Let's go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Does not like all the praise. It's
It's weird. It's weird,
yeah,
guys.
it's weird. Yeah.
Quit being weird, guys.
We're not weird. You're weird for being weird about it.
Okay, so you make your way to the Somnium Spire. It's the tallest structure in the city. It's higher than Desna's palace.
It's 20 feet tall.
No, it's very,
Everything
very,
here
very
is
tall.
incredibly flat.
As you're approaching, you do see several Azatas like zipping off in all directions, and one catches your eye, and you kind of can track that one, but it is moving far too fast for you to take a picture in flight. But as you're like watching it, you see it go from the tower somewhere else, and every time before it comes back to the tower, they do stop at like a little coffee shop for a quick break. And they just and they drink like another cup of coffee. And they're like,
Sayun, pull out your pokey flute or throw a dust bowl. We've got this. You gotta snap it quick.
but yeah, you would think that your best chance is to
Is the
try to
coffee
catch
shop,
them.
right?
Yeah, try to catch them while they're on break.
I'm making a
you know?
Pokemon Snapchat.
Yeah. I got you. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we got to do that. I assume we need to ask, is it okay if we take this photograph of you? Like, I don't want to be
Creeping on them, yeah.
creeping on them. Exactly, yeah.
So the Azada is like standing waiting for a latte, right? And it's just, they're not standing still at all. They're just like pacing around in circles, like just very high
Fidgety.
energy, fidgety kind of stuff. But you can see them waiting there for their latte as you approach the cafe.
All right, I mean, y'all want me to do this? Because I have really bad diplomacy.
we can all
I
go.
can. Like, I mean, it's going to be goofy, but I can. But yeah, I guess we'll all go,
Yeah.
Saiyan would certainly, like, if we had a chance. Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
Yes. What do you want? Very, very, very busy. Okay, you're taking far too much time already.
We're trying to save a gnome from the bleaching, and we need to take a picture. Could we have a picture of you?
Very direct. Nice.
Yes, of course. And like, they're like, yes, you can take a picture, but they just don't stand still.
Oh no!
All right, so I guess we gotta change the exposure, right? Get a longer.
Or you can try to convince them to stand still for just a second.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I was trying to figure. Okay, all right.
What
Thinking on the wrong way. On the
A diplomacy. Of course.
yeah.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I am trained in it now. I can attempt to aid.
Oh, are you? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm
go
trained.
for that.
I trained in everything now. Mm-hmm. So I should have.
Yeah, go ahead and roll first.
Well, you gotta no. That's not how this works.
How aid, right? And then
you haven't done anything to do a diplomacy check.
Well, I was.
Sayun did. Sayun's the one's up.
But if he's aiding,
He's going to be aiding with.
Subana hasn't said anything to the thing yet.
Okay, sure. I was going to have him roll before I said anything.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Just to know.
Yeah.
I think you're right, John. So roll to see if you aid, and then that will let you know.
I do not aid with a 6.
All right. So you're going in this blind, Subana.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Hey, so I've got. We have. Oh, let me rephrase that. Sorry, I'm already overthinking it. Okay. Hey,
I really must go.
Well, yeah, hold your horses real quick. Hey, look, my friend here is having a little trouble trying to get a picture of you. I was wondering if you could just please stand still for just a moment. I promise you, it'll just be just a moment.
Standing still already?
Unfortunately not. I'm already looking at his camera,
Am I still
and
now?
it is just.
Am I still now?
No.
Am I still now?
No.
Let's get that diplomacy check.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and so that is. Let's see. No, it doesn't matter. Let's see. That was a 6 on the die. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my my re-rolls for that. So I'm gonna replace it with the 12. So that's gonna be a 12 plus whatever. Let's see. I rolled a
12 plus
6 on
3.
that. So 12. Yeah. Oh, wait. Never mind.
No, you're good. So it just adds another 6 to your roll, which would take that to a 22.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Which, I kid you not, is the exact DC that you needed to hit.
Wonderful.
And he says, "Okay, I can only stand still for a few seconds, so you better get it now." And so,
Sayun, take it.
Yeah. You are using his camera, right?
Yes.
Sefano's camera. All right. You're going to roll an engineering check with a +2 bonus. You got this.
A +2?
Yeah. Oh. Like on top of your...
My +4 that I have.
All right. You got this. This is a low DC.
14.
Well, it is low. You meet beat.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so Sayun tries to, center it up in the viewfinder and just gets one frame of good shot. Yeah. And then he would just put a hand to his chest, do a slight bow to the, what do they call it? The Azata, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And say, thank you for your cooperation in this life-saving matter.
Yes. Well, I must be off. Is my latte ready yet? I have a latte, oat milk latte with extra shots of espresso for. That's mine. And he grabs it before I can have to think of a name. An
extra 4 shots of espresso. Damn.
For real, dude. I gotta say, those Asada are just more jittery than a potcher on a hot tin roof. I'm telling you.
That's good. I don't think that's healthy, Mr. Azata. That's a bit.
Oh, he's gone already.
Yeah, he's out of there.
It's not his first rodeo here. You know what I mean? He knows what he's about. Like, he's got it handled.
He's gone either way. Okay, this coffee shop is right at the kind of in the plaza around the spire. I gotta ask you, Dustin, what are you hoping to accomplish here?
I just wanted to see if I could take a quick tour or see specifically the dream servers. The servers that are... They're not like technical. They're like kind of embodied.
So like if you walk into the lobby, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you walk into the lobby and you see the front desk and you see a Lashunta at the desk and says, "Welcome to the Somnium Spire. What dream can I serve you today?"
Let's see. I didn't know you were going to ask me such a direct question about dreams, but
Well, why else would you be here? This is the foundation of all dreams.
well, let me introduce myself. My name is Gil Doran.
Yes, I know.
You know who I
Hi,
am.
Gil. I do, Gil.
Chosen of Desna,
Whistlepop,
whatever.
right?
And I just want to, experience the dream servers. And I want to see if I can gain any intuitive knowledge or some spark of what is it? Spark of genius.
Well, I can't guarantee that will happen, but you are at the core of dream space here. Perhaps I can schedule you for an appointment this evening.
That would be wonderful. I would very much appreciate that.
Excellent. And what kind of dream would you like?
Can I get sometimes where you have a full night's rest, and it feels like you've lived many lives. You've set foot on many different planets. You can only remember snippets of a few, but you know that it's been many dreams. Can you give me one of those?
I can, although as this is your first time in such extreme dreamscape, I might suggest that you do something a little bit more simple than a third-level Inception type thing.
I suppose you're right. I will bend towards your expertise and just dealer's choice. What do you just think that I would like?
I will leave it a surprise then for
Wonderful.
you. I will mark you down for the Dream Server Room 215. Yes, at 9 p.m. this evening.
2:15 at 9 p.m. this evening. I appreciate the help, and I'll see you then.
All right, Gil. Now you have a wonderful day, and tuck yourself out so you sleep tight this evening.
You can guarantee that. We're about to go on a little voyage ourselves. Or a little
Excellent.
trek.
Well, off you go then.
All right. Later.
Bye.
Well, that was interesting. I figured it was going to be more theory than application. I didn't think you could book a dream.
I didn't either. But maybe y'all should book some dreams. You never know what you're going to get.
I'm good.
Just imagine it's like you get the sensation of falling for your dream or something.
All right. So, yeah, you've booked yourself a little dream session. That's very cool. You've got the picture of the Azata. You've got the picture of the Capricious Angel. What now?
Whatever's left.
Well, there's 3 left. So.
Let's see. We still have the Dreamer's Joy. That grows alongside the pools of Sinister. But the ones that actually... Do we have anything else that's outside?
Sinosoma is outside, right?
Yeah, there we go. That's the one I was
And the
looking
butterflies
for.
are outside. Yep.
Yeah, let's do those.
All
Well,
right.
so we still need Dreamer's Joy too, though? Mm-hmm. So would it be more efficient to do Dreamer's Joy and then go to the ones that are, like, outside the city?
Right, Dreamer's Joy is still in town, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A little flower hunt.
All right.
All right,
do
so
that.
let's go there. Let's try to find the
So you're going to go to the pools, right? And you find these. They're like, these pools are actually on the outskirts of the city. They're still part of the city proper, but they're on the edges of the city. So as you're making your way kind of towards the fields and stuff, you see these
Right. It's kind of
pools.
on the way.
Yeah, and you're looking around, and you just can't see any of these flowers.
Well, it did say that a chosen dreamer needs to rest by the pools. That they just bloom out of nowhere. Well, this is a divine realm. I guess things can happen like that. So
So we have
Should
to
we take a nap?
Right.
You guys all roll will saves.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
What is my will save? I got a
mine is-
+1 to will save.
That makes me a little nervous.
Oh, I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20?
A dirty 20.
16 for Raya.
Is this a
10.
is this a fear effect?
No.
Okay.
It's a big
assumed it
10.
would be.
Okay, 10 for
Ooh,
Sayun.
baby. That's a 26 for Gilderon.
All right, so as you guys are all talking about, should we nap? Sayun just falls asleep.
Oh,
Like,
no.
it just like falls, like doesn't hurt, but you just like fall down like right next to the pools, and you like fall asleep, and you have like the most pleasant dreams, like joys that you haven't felt in ages, probably since you were a kid, because you carry so much weight with you, and you know the oppression of the void and all that. It just seems lifted, and you feel just as you're floating through positivity, and you have this beautiful, beautiful sleep, and it feels to you like hours, you know, and you awake very well rested.
Nice.
And when you wake up, as you stand up, there, like, as you get up off the ground, right where you were laying, you see this fragrant purple flower bloom out of the ground. One blooms, and then another one blooms off it, and it, like, a whole little patch of these purple flowers grow in a Sayun-shaped, you know, area. where-
like in a little.
yeah, like in a little chalk
It's like a
outline.
chalk line.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a police outline, but the only difference is you can see that long ass head.
Cone head.
You got, like, a couple of flowers are like really, really reaching to get that top part.
Yeah,
of the
right,
head,
right.
yeah.
They're doing their best. Satan would find that very, at first, like, you know, startling, I guess, but then it's like, oh, we're here. So I'm sure this is normal Tuesday type activities, right? And so he's like, oh, very good. It worked. And he will try to get a shot that doesn't look like an outline of his figure, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you
Like,
just get like a close up.
yeah. Try to
them,
zoom
right?
in a little on a couple of good flowers.
Make sure you have the macro lens.
You don't have to roll, by the way.
Oh,
this is
good.
an easy shot.
Okay.
I feel like Subana would actually would kind of like ask you, like, "Hey, can you take a couple pictures of that? I want to send one. I want to hold on to a couple."
Well, you might want to take some pictures yourself then on your
Oh, perfect.
comm.
Okay, yeah.
You know?
I'll
Yeah, I
take-
gotta give this guy's camera back.
Yeah.
Fair. Good point. Yeah. So then she'll do that. She'll pull out her commute and she'll take pictures. That is so beautiful. She's just using the macro lens and whatnot. Probably
Nice.
not as nice as like Sayun's like skill behind the photography, you know, but like, you know, definitely.
Well, why are we
like,
assuming that he's any good at this?
you're just natural talent, man. You're just oozing natural talent.
Quit
as
pushing
this.
back on this, dude. You're obviously getting a lot of practice and getting good at being a photographer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Embrace
You know,
the change.
okay.
You just see angles that we don't, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
see
the
the-
entropy behind
I was
everything.
gonna say,
And, yeah.
you see the negative spaces and you know how to
Exactly.
use that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
all
not
right.
what's
Well,
not there as much as what's there.
now
Oh,
you're
look,
talking.
he's already advanced to minimalism. Look at
Sayun's a
him.
wise motherfucker.
He's already up to 201 courses.
That just leaves two more. Okay.
All right, the fun ones.
I'm
So
gonna pick
you-
some flowers.
As soon as you do, cracks start to appear in all of Sinisture, and it starts to crumble and fall apart.
You destroyed
Your
it.
body disintegrates into nothing.
We're gonna move on, and like our reputation precedes us as the party who destroyed heaven.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to try to find the glades and fields of? Yeah, you're gonna have to do the butterfly first because the cynosomas only come out in twilight.
Okay.
Okay.
So it takes you you start,
20
you
minutes.
get 20 minutes, right, to hike,
Yeah.
and then give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
I can pop those peepers.
That
Yeah.
people like this.
Pop them peepers.
So that's going to be
Don't
a
worry about
22.
All right. That's a 26 for Gilderon.
It's a. Don't worry about it for Ryan. No, it's a 12. It's a 12.
Okay,
Mine
so
was a 12 too. Yeah.
Gil and Sue, as you guys are walking out towards the groves, you start to notice some scales on the grass. You know, some like orange and black scales, and you can hear the faint like beating of wings. So you can follow this trail, right? And you do. You follow this trail, and you see these enormous orange and black butterflies as they descend from the sky and land on the petals of human-sized flowers. Like, think Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
You go to this grove, and they are just sunflowers that are taller than Fell ever got.
Megafauna.
You know what I mean? There's the,
300
Or
feet
megaflora.
tall.
They branch out into space.
yeah, it's giant flowers and these giant butterflies, just like so many of them too, you know, and they just kind of come down on top of the flowers, and their wings cast shadows over you, like give you shade as they just make a canopy of this beautiful orange and black regal wings.
Oof. Wish I could see that in real life. That
Most
just sounds
Just
so
a,
nice.
yeah,
It's
fascinated
the most
by it.
majestic thing I've ever seen.
Kind of awestruck, you know? Just like, oh, wow.
Got it.
After all this is through, I'm moving here. This is the best.
Raya starts playing a pokey flute.
Raya, one of these butterflies comes down to you and just starts to wrap its wings around you.
Aww.
And then, Sayun, you see a butterfly that has very few orange spots. It is mostly black winged, and it comes down and flutters next to you, and it looks into your eyes like at eye level. You know, it might be a little creepy if you didn't know that these things were peaceful and beautiful, but it just looks deep all the way into your soul. Like you feel it. You feel the gaze all the way in the bottom of your gut. You know.
Okay. After that experience, Satan would turn to the rest of the party and say, I would ask a favor.
Anything should.
Mostly.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Please do not tell your cousin that I took these photographs. Okay.
I'll take the credit.
I believe the Black Butterfly would prefer that it was anonymous.
That it's anonymous?
It's anonymous. That is
someone
literally...
had to have taken the photos. I mean, there's only 4 of us.
I think
No,
we can.
just
I think we can
Gil
spin
can
that.
take Gil can take the credit if he wants. Sayun has to be anonymous.
Oh, okay.
Right, part of the black butterfly.
It's part of the
stuff, yeah.
edicts, man.
It's just
Yeah.
part of the
never
edicts.
taking credit for anything.
It's
I
performing
don't know the
anonymous acts
edict.
of kindness.
Wow, okay.
It's tight.
I
I,
like
I
it.
can get behind that.
It's like being selfless in the shadows is such an important part
Right.
of it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I set out to just try to do it. I wanted to do it during the rave, but I didn't realize how involved it would all be. You know what I mean? In the first place.
I mean, I like it. I don't want to split hairs, but it's like, is it anonymous if we already talked to him and told him we the party were going to do it?
He's saying that he doesn't want the credit for it. As
yeah,
long as Gil
I
takes the
understand
credit.
that. I don't know if that's technically anonymity, but it's
I don't
fine.
Jesus, man.
I don't understand it, but I
Taking
respect
the divine
it.
signed, man. You know,
Yeah.
yes, and me on this. You know,
Right, yeah.
All right, so you have this beautiful experience with these giant butterflies, you know? And as you're making your way back out of this grove, same way that you came in, but there's this new, formation of crystals, and they're glowing. And one of the crystals littered around the formation's base is intact, like you can take a piece of it. Who wants to roll mysticism to see if they know what this is?
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
of
we can
us.
do it.
Probably everybody.
Gather around
That's
the
the
crystals.
one skill like the whole party's good.
We've all
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
19.
21.
Don't worry about it.
31.
All right, Raya, you pick this up and you know what this
sorry,
is.
dirty 30. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, then you don't know.
In that
Oh,
case.
yeah, that
sorry.
shit
You
is- yeah.
didn't meet me. Yeah.
Yeah. You pick it up and you recognize this as a moon crystal. And a moon crystal is luminous, raising the light level by 1 step in a 10-foot radius. It also can provide 4 days of environmental protections as if it were armor. And it can be activated and depleted in the same way.
It's really cool.
The
Interesting.
crystal can also sense when you need its protection and activate itself, even if you're unable to take the actions to do so. Also, as a standard action, a creature holding a moon crystal can determine the remaining duration of its environmental protections. As the duration nears its end, the light in the crystal dims, and the crystal goes dark when its magic is fully expended, and then it crumbles to dust.
Oh, that's neat.
Really nice.
Heady, bruh. Very
Yeah.
heady. Perfect for after this rave, you know? Mm-hmm. Also, probably very valuable.
It's worth 200 credits.
In this
Does
economy,
anybody not have dark
we'll
vision?
get 20 credits for
Yeah,
it.
20 credits.
Okay. So, you know, you see that light and like it's like bright, and you put it in your pack, and when you do that, all of a sudden you notice that it has gotten a little bit darker. Now in Sinisture, it's never daylight or never dark. It's always kind of perpetually dusk or dawn. But you are now on the darker side of things, twilight as it were. And you are still out here in these groves, right? And you start to make your way towards where you might think to find these sinistures, or I'm sorry, these sinisomas. It's a beautiful trek, scenic. The fields are dotted with lavender flowers, and you reach this lush forest of willows with blue and green leaves. From here, from a distance, you can track one of these sinisomas by spotting glittering dust on the leaves.
Oh.
Now, I want you to think of sinisomas almost as like dryads, right? So they are humanoid, right? But they are very removed from normal social interaction and very private, you know?
Aesthetic.
So in order to get this picture, you're going to have to stealth and try to like sneak the picture.
All right, I'm gonna have to nope out of this one. I will literally fuck this up.
I think I will too.
Okay.
I'm very bright.
I've
Well, I
got-
just have clanky armor.
I'm trained and I have a +4. This is not a lie.
I have a -3 to stealth.
Yeah. I will roll the stealth with my Alex inspiration that I got.
Okay.
last time.
You can also get out of your armor if you'd like for this, you know? So you can just unequip your armor and you won't have to take that penalty.
Well, are you talking to me or Zach?
Anybody, I'm just throwing
'Cause,
that out there.
with light armor, a lot of the time you're not going to take a hit to dex skills. I don't know what your armor is, but I would imagine you're probably not even getting a negative.
Like me, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zach.
Let's see. I'm unequipping my shield in my stat sheet, which does increase my stealth skill. And I am getting an armor check penalty of a -1.
Okay, yeah,
On
so
that.
unequip.
So you can either unequip or just add 1 to your roll, right? Like you don't have to actually unequip it in your...
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. And you're going to roll with an inspiration here.
No, it's not
Okay.
my own.
All right. +3 on that roll, basically. All right. Rolling it. Ooh. 22.
Bro, you are like all about hitting it right on.
Barely making it.
Yes.
Like it was a DC 22. So talk to me about how you sneak up and you see on this like just beautiful, glorious moth-winged humanoid who's like glowing with starlight and mist.
Well,
clouds are kind of swirling around them.
Sayun is a pretty stealthy character. He's a pretty stealthy guy. He kind of channels the darkness of the void a little bit to just try to like really creep slowly, measured, right? Controlling his breathing, and just kind of tiptoes up to not tiptoe. I would be like crouched down,
Watch him, Sue. He's gonna creep.
Yes.
All right, so yeah.
I mean, yeah,
get up there,
I do
snap
it.
that picture.
Okay.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah, got it.
Got it.
All
right.
And this music that's playing is perfect for this situation too. It's very ethereal.
Very
Yeah, I
subtle.
picked it for this, So
Oh my gosh.
So you now have all the photos, and it's about 7 o'clock. So you have a little bit of time to go back to Stefano and maybe help this, or Sefano, and help this guy out.
Seeing would
before
hand
your
Gilderon
dream-
the camera and all the photos.
Right.
Really.
Yeah. There you go.
It was hard, but I managed to take all the pictures.
Okay, so you're there. You guys are there.
Yeah, we're here. Teleport.
Knock on
so
the door, I
we,
guess. Yeah.
we thoroughly enjoy our trek back, though. I do want to say, like, it sounds so lovely, like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
in general,
for
like,
sure.
just such
Very
a
pleasant.
nice, all the
very
butterfly
idyllic.
stuff, but even just being out in nature for a day after a rave and going around the city and stuff is probably just really pleasant. Like, probably not even talking that much, just taking it in.
Very,
Yeah, I mean,
it centers you here. You
Yeah,
know?
well, and all the things that you saw today are very beautiful and like glorious.
Very Desna.
Yeah,
Right,
totally.
Right.
You
Very
know?
dreamlike. Yeah.
Yeah. And so when you get back, Sefano is on his couch. He hasn't really moved at all from where you left him. The only difference is that he has an open pizza box on his chest, and he's got like a piece of pizza in like just hanging out of his mouth, like he's just like like can't even bring himself to finish biting the slice.
He's like graduated beyond the piss bottles, and he's wearing pull-ups.
No.
No, he just
He's
doesn't have
already
any
beginning to clean
He
around the
just
house.
doesn't have any pants on.
He just pisses wherever. He's just peeing in a puddle on the floor.
Like there's a dead plant off in the corner, and he's just pissing into that. You know?
This is in stage bleaching.
Yeah, he looks terrible and like almost catatonic at this point.
Can I I don't want to. In the background, like once Gil gets to talking to him, like whenever appropriate's a weird term, I guess, but whenever an appropriate time, my thought was just like, could I flavor it like I'm just using a little biotic invigoration and trying to help his stamina without him noticing,
Sure.
like just pumping out good life
Vibes.
essence aura,
Yeah, totally.
Hey there, Sefano. Hey there, big guy. How you doing? Oh, can't even make words. That's actually pretty terrible. But I've got a surprise for you.
His one eyebrow like barely, almost like you almost can't see it raises.
He can barely open it because of the Dorito dust that's caked it.
Boy, I did not know that Azatas were so hyper. Getting a picture of one of those, very difficult, but Gold Gill managed to do it. And the Dreamer's Joy, that one was a hard one, but after a quick nap down by the pools, more than I could count. And have you seen the giant monarchs? Well, you're about to. Tons and tons of them. They're even more giant than you can imagine. And the capricious angel. We actually found this one at a rave. Can you imagine that? We've got multiple pictures of this one. in multiple forms, no less. And, finally, the beautiful, the wondrous Sinosoma. We had to take a little bit of a hike out into the wilderness a little bit to catch this elusive, beautiful creature.
As you're going through all this, like bit by bit, like each one, he like the first one, he actually finishes the bite of pizza, you know? And then the second thing that you tell him, he puts the pizza back in the box. The third one, he folds the box closed and takes it off. And by the time you're done, like he's sitting up, his eyes open, and very curious to look at these pictures. And as you, go ahead.
I think for each, I love the sequence of events. For each one that Dustin presents, or rather Gil presents, and he makes another action back into being a human being, like another pulse of the biotic, that'd be about 6 seconds or so, right? Mm-hmm. So another little pulse of just like very faintly lavender, like life energy. I get close enough to him that the biotic invigoration is just like low key trying to pump him up, you know?
Mm-hmm. So as you presenting this, Sefano begins to smile even as he reviews each image, and color gradually starts to creep back into his features as he lovingly studies the strange beast and fantastical landscapes that you've taken photos of.
I see that there's some color appearing on those cheeks. They're a little bit rosy.
By the time he has seen all the images, his sepia-toned skin shifts to a warm umber hue. His pale eyes morph into emerald green, and his hair turns blue like a deep ocean. With a radiant smile on his face, he says, "Thank you. My colors began to fade on my 63rd birthday. With it came a terrible melancholy and a heaviness of the soul. There is no cure for the bleaching, but I can stave it off for a time by experiencing novel and wondrous things, as you must know, Gilderon. When you met me, I was so weak, and my spirit so drained, that I could not seek those wonders out for myself. In fact, I could not even lift myself off this couch to go to the bathroom."
We can smell it. Yes.
I was so low, a mosquito wouldn't even bite me.
But with your help, I am now strong enough to seek new sights on my own. And then he's like, "Oh my, the state of this place is horrendous. How embarrassing." And he starts to like twiddle his fingers and starts token spelling the place and gets it, all the trash starts to
get in.
Gilderon's helping.
It's like a cleaning up in the Sword and the Stone.
Oh my God, yes, the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like you got mop buckets and stuff going around.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
or Fantasia. Is that the thing?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And all the stuff is like flying into trash or back into where it's supposed to be. The photography album goes up on like a floating shelf on the wall and is perched there, open, kind of displayed. I mean, like, and this color's so vibrant back in Sefano. And one of the items that's flying around, he's like, "Oh, I think that I might have a use for this." And he snatches it out of the air before it goes back to where it's supposed to go. And he says, "I must offer you some sort of token of gratitude for what you have done for me. I thought I was lost for sure. Could you imagine being so depressed in a place so beautiful as this and not being able to experience it at all? Oh, you have saved my life indeed. So, well, this isn't much. It is what I have." And he hands you guys a digital Hero deck.
Oh,
yes.
that's so
cool.
sick.
That's great.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Raya, like, I'm not saying Raya's taking it, but like Raya, a little touched by that. I think what we just saw is magic and wondrous. And Raya kind of approaches it and maybe puts a hand on his and is like, "It's wonderful to see you come out of the vast colorlessness that is the bleaching. I know I'm no gnome, but it seems quite distressing. And, I mean, obviously we need to get this place cleaned up and yourself as well. So here, maybe this will help. And she's going to give him her style mander and just like place it on his gnome hair to be like whipping him up a nice hairdo, you know?
Oh, amazing. I must get a photo of this. And he like takes his camera and just like holds it up.
Selfies it.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Let me explain what this digital hero deck is. It's a modernization of an archaic means of fortune telling whose roots trace back to Vantage Galarian.
You don't say.
Once per day you can activate the deck as a full action. It projects holograms of 54 cards which buzz around you. To begin the reading, you ask a question aloud to the hero deck, causing all the cards to come together as a deck. Then the deck uses hundreds of advanced pseudo-mystical algorithms to deal a 3x3 array of cards for you, which it then uses to vocally interpret the circumstances surrounding your question. All this to say is this works as an augury spell with a spell level equal to the deck's item level. This is a...
5.
Level 5.
Oh my gosh.
So this works like a level 5 augury spell. Additionally,
you fucking kidding?
a mystic who has a digital hero deck and who also knows augury as a spell can ignore that spell's requirement that a resolve point must be spent to cast it. A mystic can do this a number of times a day equal to their wisdom bonus.
Oh, well.
Oh, cool.
Nice, dude.
I think I'm going to be getting the augury spells.
Yes. He says, I believe that this was our family's digital hero deck. Now, I know that we're 4th, 5th cousins, maybe, but I think that you should have it, Gil.
It's a Whistle Pop family heirloom?
No, it's a Grindle Pop, but close enough.
They hyphenate, you know. It's the Grindle Pop, Whistle Pop
It's
family,
a pop family tree.
heirloom
There you go.
hero deck. You got to say the whole thing, and it's really annoying.
It's not Gristle Pop.
I said Grindle.
He said Grindle Pop. I
It's
said
Gringle.
Pop.
Gringle Pop.
Oh, it's Gringle.
Stinkle poop.
It's so difficult for us to keep all of our last names straight, isn't it? I've been advocating that we should all just be called Pops.
That's a good idea, actually, but yeah, I don't know. What about old Pop? He'd just be named Pop Pop.
Pop.
I guess that works even better. But I really appreciate this, and you didn't really have to give us anything. I mean, what is family for? And you're in such a sad state, let me tell you. Jesus.
Sicker than a squawks, I'll tell you that.
Yes, a squawks with bird flu.
Squawks with
Damn.
piss in his fur and Dorito dust in his eyebrows.
And now look at you now. You're prettier than a peach.
That's right, these are the colors I remember. Looking fly.
Okay.
It's a vast improvement, Mr. Jingle Poop.
So I don't like that one. You guys do this. Here's a couple things. We're going to fast forward a couple things here. You guys will have an opportunity to shop, but we're going to do that off
Next
air.
time.
But like timeline wise, you're doing the shopping before the dream session.
Okay.
Before you go to bed tonight, right? So you have these items.
Okay.
But I'm going to cut to the dream session. So, Gil, everybody else is at the hotel, right? Like everybody's going back to their rooms. Okay.
Hopping over to the Hody.
Gil, you go to the Summonarium and you go, and they're like, "Oh, Mr. Gil, it's a pleasure to see you. I am glad that you're here. Are you ready for your dream session?"
Mm-hmm. I'm in my pajamas.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
That's wonderful. If you'll follow me. And she leads you up a spiral staircase. You go up 2 floors. And then she says, right, that door on the left. Second door on the left. You'll see that. That's
215, yes.
215, yes. Go in there. It will look very plain at first, but just lay down, and I have quite the treat for you. All right?
Oh.
And so you go in there, you lay down, and all of a sudden, like, the whole room changes. Not in your mind. It like the room becomes something else.
Yeah.
You know? And what it becomes is this like just jungle, but like all the leaves are different colors. You have like red leaf trees, you have orange leaf trees, you have purple leaf trees, and like the branches make natural slides that like go down off of cliffs into like these purple rivers, right? And the rivers taste like candy.
Yeah.
You know?
Tight.
Yeah. And
Willy
like,
Wonka the dream.
yeah, and there's like all these creatures that are like, it's like a fox rabbit and like a bear bird.
And there's a fat German child being sucked up through a tube of chocolate.
Yeah, so it's like just all this whimsical stuff, and like it's a playground that's also very natural, but not natural at the same time.
Yeah.
You're having so much joy as you're doing this, right? It's really
Definitely.
it's awesome.
Cracks his knuckles and just like dives off a slide into the candy river and starts playing with the mixed animals, you know, the cat dogs and the...
As that's happening, things start to get creepy.
Oh no.
The trees and their leaves start reaching out like claws. And the river starts rushing fast, pulling you. You know, the animals start bearing sharp teeth. And this is like just turning into this strange nightmare. And like the trees start pulling away and turn into giant like signal towers. They morph into these weird signal towers, and the animals start morphing into these robots and drones. And the river turns into this like electric current of network computer threads and all this kind of stuff. And also you start feeling this falling sensation, and a sudden lurching plummet into warm darkness. At last, the world swims into view, and the ground rises up harmlessly, revealing a cityscape of sparkling towers beneath a purple sky. Cynosure, maybe you're safe here, but a hush hangs over the buildings. Everyone sleeps, everyone dreams. The air is still and fragrant, but tendrils of oily smoke seep from the peaceful buildings. Red-eyed machines emerge to stomp through the streets, breaking crystal structures as they stride unstoppable toward a skyscraper at the city center, the very center that you are in. Glass and marble litter the ground, twinkling in the cold starlight. Screams fill the air, now thick and noxious with smoke. Projected onto the broken face of the Somnum Spire is a sinister and alarmingly familiar sight. A powerful android with cables protruding from her skull like hair glowers down at the destruction. It's Cora, and we'll see ya.
Oh no! She's infected Cynosure!
Oh, we are going to be the party that destroyed heaven. Damn it.
Yeah, fuck.
Thanks for listening to the STF Network. If you want to hear more from us, check out our other Starfinder and Pathfinder shows at thestfnetwork.com. That's thestfnetwork.com. And support us on Patreon to listen to our bonus podcasts, including our homebrew adventures and Tom Talks, our behind-the-scenes show. Stay groovy, possums.